which are the colleges you need to choose in Canada which will help you to give you a better jobs and faster PR. But the first step for you is to understand what are the different kind of colleges in Canada. Are you guys aware that there are a specific student partnership program colleges, what we typically or sweetly call as SPP colleges available in Canada? Now this is possibly the set of colleges which are in tune or have been built for Indian students. What do I mean by Indian students? In fact, if you look at these SPP colleges, these are colleges which is like a collaboration of Canadian government and High Commission of Indian High Commission in Canada. They have come together, made an understanding that Indian students are possibly one of the best lot of students available in the world, and to develop the student base in Canada, especially for those skills which are very well in demand in Canada. They are realizing the fact that they have a dearth of manpower to fill those skills. Skills like design, skills like technology based, skills which focus on fashion, media and arts, construction management. You look at such kind of niche skills requires good manpower. And Canadian government has realized the fact that they are not able to feed this manpower internally. And when they looked around the globe to understand which are those countries which can provide me that manpower in mass, quality manpower in mass, needless to say, all eyes looked at India. And that is where they have come in agreement with Indian High Commission saying, fantastic, to enable that gap of skill, the skill requirement gap which we have in our own country, where there are job opportunities available, but labor isn't available. Could we look at Indian students coming and doing the specific programs, upskilling themselves, developing those skills so that the minute they complete their studies, they are ready to join the companies and they are ready to take up those jobs which are plenty in Canada. That has been the foundation of these SPP programs, what we typically call as a student partnership program. Now they encompass predominantly technical and practical skills across various sectors like technology, design, fashion, media and arts. You're looking at health sciences, hospitality and management, hotel management, HR. So these are the various sectors in which they are looking for a demand. There's a demand for skilled manpower, and to get that skill to Indian students, this specific program SPP has been come out with a fundamental basis that we will make the admission easier and the visa process convenient, especially for Indian students. Alright, but yes, the kind of courses which they offer through these SPP colleges are typically your diplomas and your postgraduate diploma kind of courses or certificate courses. I think that has been possibly one of the reasons why Indian students have never considered SPP college so seriously. Why? Because end of the day, you would not be getting a degree like masters, but you would be getting possibly a postgraduate diploma degree or a diploma degree for somebody who is pursuing their equivalent of bachelor's in India. Now, many a time what happens, Indian parents or Indian students always believe that, hey, I have not got a degree per se. Is it first of all valid globally? To give you a couple of understanding elements behind this, understand, I did my postgraduate diploma in management from IIM Kozhikode. In fact, none of the IIMs in India offer a degree per se. Their degrees are actually not valid. So what they offer is typically called as postgraduate diploma, PGDM. Yes. So I have been an IIM graduate. There are plenty of IIM graduates who get PGDMs or postgraduate diploma in management. Nevertheless, they are always in demand in job market. So end of the day, are you looking for a certificate or a degree which will help you to get a job, or are you looking for a certificate or a degree which has a degree mentioned on it? That is a primary difference. So if I were you, my strong suggestion and it would be, if something is helping me to get a job, even if it's a diploma, I don't mind going for it. And second, the diplomas or the postgraduate diplomas offered in Canadian colleges, SPP colleges, are accepted and are treated to be valuable across the globe. So you do not even have to have a concern about, oh, are they really not good a quality education system? No, they are valued. So A, you have a job opportunity irrespective of whether it has a degree or a diploma behind it on the certificate, and B, they are valued across. So in both those concerns are negated in this sense, and as a result, you should be considering this option seriously. Now, why do I say you should be considering this option seriously? And of course, each of these programs are for 2 years, like your masters. So there is no compromise on the degree per se. Now, why am I suggesting, or why am I saying SPP college has to be considered seriously? Because of the following advantages they offer. As I mentioned, the entire admission process into SPP colleges, especially good SPP colleges, is pretty easy in nature. In fact, it's an easier process you have, especially for Indian students. They are in favor of Indian students. Now, extremely low visa rejections because they wanted more of Indian students. So, Indian students applying have a very, very low visa rejection ratio. In fact, possibly one of the highest successful visa acceptances happen to SPP colleges in Canada. Now, and because they're all skill development oriented programs, so what happens? The chance of getting good job opportunities post completion of studies is pretty high, extremely high chance of getting jobs, because they have been specifically designed to fill their job requirement. It's like I have a program which is been designed to fill my job requirement, and I'm offering a training. So those of you who get a training from that program, the chances of getting a job is extremely high. Now understand something, irrespective of where you are, eventually if you're yourself getting a high chance of getting a job opportunity is fantastic. That's a good news. Those are the kind of courses or diplomas you need to be picking up. And the other advantage of studying in SPP college is it's possibly enables a fast and a very easy way to a Canadian PR, because you get a job and 1 year you apply, through your TPR, you apply for a PR, and there's a very good chance of getting a PR possibly in 1 year time period. We would be looking at the PR process a little later, how do you get the faster and easier way of Canadian PR slightly little later. But just to give you an understanding, do appreciate the fact that this is possibly offers you a very fast and easy way, studying in SPP colleges. For me, one of the most other important advantage is point number 5. It is extremely suitable for students with average or low academics and average IELTS score. Yes, there are extremely good universities in Canada, just not in Canada, worldwide. But most of these universities also mandate a pretty high academic score and also extremely good IELTS score. That is an advantage SPP offers. It agrees, it possibly considers candidates with a lower or an average academic score. When I say lower or average academic score, possibly 50 to 55% in your bachelor's, if you're looking for a postgraduate, or a 50 to 55% in your higher secondary school, if you're looking for a diploma, are also considered. IELTS score of 6, brilliant, you are in the game as well. So you don't have to score pretty high in your academics, you don't have to score pretty high in your IELTS exam, the test. That is where the other advantage. Possibly for average students like me, or many of us, this is a fantastic opportunity. Now, even for students who have backlogs, brilliant. They're open for students who have backlogs too. How many universities or colleges in this world are very open for people who have backlogs? Very few. And SPP that way, another advantage. Backlogs, brilliant. You have a shot at things. The other advantage, no GRE is needed. You don't have to write GRE. Possibly considered as one of the tough examinations for students. You don't really have to write or bother about GRE. That's the other advantage. And it offers you a 2 years work permit post studies. The other issue a lot of students keep asking me, sir, if I study in SPP college, do I get a work permit? Fantastic, you are offered 2 years of work permit. Good enough for you to get a job, settled in a job too. Like in the US, 2 years is a fantastic news for you. Now there are enough number of SPP colleges for Indians. That means you have opportunities aplenty. If you really go into other countries, the possible challenge there is that the good set of colleges which will help you to get jobs are limited in nature. As a result, a lot of people are fighting for those few colleges. But in case of Canadian SPP colleges, the number is more, significantly high to absorb a lot of Indian students. So almost each one of us who are applying to such kind of colleges has an opportunity somewhere lying for us. Alright, now that suddenly makes the equation a lot more lovable, because I might be an average student, still I have an opportunity to fight and to get something. Alright, that's a good news for us. And the beautiful other element is that all these advantages at possibly the lowest or affordable tuition fee and the low cost of living. We are looking at a tuition, especially for SPP, we are looking at a tuition fee of what, 8 to 10 lakhs per year in Indian rupees. So cumulatively you are looking at a 16 to 20 lakh, you are completing your education. Now that is an advantage compared to any other country or any other university across. This offers one of the lowest tuition fee. In fact, that is one of the reasons why a lot of Indian students also prefer to go and study in Canada, because of the considerable low tuition fee. And especially in SPP, the bracket goes at slightly lower. As I said, they have made a lot of things favorable to attract Indian students, so that their internal skill requirement and manpower requirement is being fulfilled. Now, when there is a demand and we are sitting on the supply side, it's an advantage for the supply side, because we are suddenly being seen pretty important in the demand equation. As a result, opportunities, job opportunities, visa processing, the tuition fee, everything is working in our favor. Alright, these are the many advantages being offered by SPP's set of colleges. Let us also look at then what it needs for us to get into this college. Yes, fantastic, everything looks to be rosy. There are some challenges as well. Some people have a negative thought process about SPP, saying, as I said, it is not a degree. Alright, these are the kind of challenges, but end of the day, I always believe one simple aspect, something which offers me a job opportunity, possibly at the fastest and the easiest way to move ahead in my career. That is for me, irrespective of what name it comes under, it's a gold mine for me. Hope you have enjoyed the session. I will see you guys once again in a different session. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.